Thank you very much. I'd like to make three short points. First of all, the EU is engaged in the security and stability of the South Caucasus for the long haul. In particular, since Russia caused the OSCE and the UN missions in South Ossetia and Abkhazia to be closed down following its invasion of Georgia in 2008, the EU has been deeply engaged in the South Caucasus. We are strongly committed to the restoration of Georgia's territorial integrity through the implementation of the six-point agreement. And we believe that security and stability in the neighboring region is of vital interest to Europe. This is also why we have offered our good offices to Armenia and Azerbaijan to help resolve their long-standing conflict. Peace is not the absence of war. A comprehensive settlement that is perceived as fair by all sides is indeed required if the aim is to achieve real and lasting peace. European history of the last century demonstrates clearly the dangers of a victor's peace, and also the huge benefits of a peace that is aimed at reconciliation and at overcoming bitter animosities. Based on our own experience, we are therefore convinced that the aim needs to be not just a permanent silencing of the guns, but indeed what has been talked about here and what all the previous speakers have addressed actually is the achievement of a sustainable settlement between first of all Armenia and Azerbaijan that provides the basis for the prosperous development of the entire South Caucasus region. This should include building on past agreements, indeed, including the limitation of borders based on the ones that existed between the Armenian and the Azerbaijani Soviet republics at the moment of signature of the 1991 Almaty Declaration. It should also include and ensure the opening of those same borders to the movement of persons and goods, including through southern Armenia, from mainland Azerbaijan, to use this word, to Nakhichevan. More broadly, it should lead to a general shift from confrontation to collaboration, from win-lose to what Rashid Arsalia here mentioned, to win-win thinking through cooperation on trade and development, as well as the shared management of resources, such as water, where I know also Georgia has been reflecting on its role. And finally, and here I want to emphasize that while the EU and European countries, and most recently Germany, have been and will be ready to offer support and good offices, we are also looking to Turkey and its potential for leadership in this region. Turkey is the immediate neighbor of Georgia and Armenia and has a very special relationship with Azerbaijan. For this reason, Turkey also has a unique opportunity to help forge a durable and prosperous peace. By opening the border with Armenia and restoring communication links, most importantly the Gyumri-Kars railway, which will provide another link between Turkey and Azerbaijan via Armenia and Nakhichevan, Ankara can give a very strong impetus to the stabilization of the South Caucasus region and cement its role as the region's leading power. My fellow panelists, the special envoys of Turkey and Armenia, have made significant steps for this normalization of relations, and we hope that this work will continue and provide concrete results. Ultimately, the decrease in tensions and the increase in trade and investments to and through the South Caucasus will improve the prosperity of all three countries and also of Turkey, which as the large neighbor and regional economic power stands to benefit most immediately from such a development. For the EU and its member states, there will also be obvious benefits, even if they are somewhat more indirect. First of all, peace and stability between Armenia and Azerbaijan will mean that we can finally focus uniquely on a positive cooperation agenda with all three South Caucasus countries. We will also be able, as Hikmet Hajiev here alluded to, we will be able to finally remove the unarmed civilian EU mission from Armenia, which we have deployed to provide reassurance of the EU's engagement and commitment, and which is an investment both in terms of human and financial resources. And not least, we will have reassurance that the middle corridor, of which the South Caucasus is a vital part, will function without disruptions, thus enduring an ever-increasing flow of goods between Europe and Central Asia and Europe and China. So there's a lot of interest from our side in pushing forward this process. Ultimately, of course, it is a process where the leaders of Armenia and Azerbaijan have to make the important decisions, but we are here and ready and to continue our work in supporting the way forward to a peace, in durable peace in the South Caucasus.
Չմոռանաք հավանել տեսանյութը եւ բաժանորդագրվել Civic AM-ի YouTube-յան էջին։